For centuries, flint and steel has been used to make fire, and it's still reliable today. The materials don't wear out even after lighting thousands of fires, and sparks can be produced even if both the stone and the striker are damp. Starting a fire with real flint and steel requires more preparation and expertise than using a magnesium hot spark kit or a ferro rod. But scouts find the primitive process fascinating, and once they get the knack, the technique is satisfying and fun. Any stone with a sharp fracture can be used, as long as it's hard enough to slice off pieces of steel. These stones are commonly and often interchangeably referred to as types of chert, quartz, and flint. Quantities can be purchased economically from various online suppliers. Hand in hand with a hard, sharp-edged stone is a striker made from high-carbon steel. These forged hardened steel fire strikers are also available from a variety of online suppliers or can be fashioned from old carbon steel files. A Tinder bundle can be made from lightweight natural material that is highly flammable, dry, and airy. Two examples are a nest formed from old pine needles that have been crushed to soften their fibers, and natural fiber rope where the fibers have been separated and then formed into a fluffy bundle. Charred cotton cloth is most commonly used to catch the sparks. Amadou, also known as tinder fungus, and dry punk wood can also be used, but for accessibility and ease of use, charred cloth is frequently preferred. To prepare charred cloth, you can cut cotton material into pieces and place them in an almost airtight metal tin containing a small hole. The tin is then placed over coals so the cloth can burn in the absence of oxygen. As the cloth cooks, the gas escapes through the hole. The tin can also be placed over a stove. When the smoking ceases, the tin is removed from the heat source and cooled down. The concept of throwing a spark with flint and steel is to use the steel to strike the stone a glancing blow, so that a microscopic particle of metal is shaved off. This tiny iron shaving immediately oxidizes with the air and becomes the spark. The first step in getting sparks is to find an edge of the stone that is sharp enough to slice off a tiny fragment of metal. When striking, in order to avoid cutting the hand, it's important that a safe space is kept between the knuckles and the edge of the steel. In order to get sparks, scouts should hold the stone so the edge is at a 45-degree angle and strike down with a smooth motion. Getting the hang of this normally takes some practice. Once they can get some sparks, a piece of charred cloth is positioned on the top of the stone and held in place with the thumb. This is used to catch the spark. And once a spark settles on the cloth, it is carefully transferred to the tinder bundle and blown into a flame with long, smooth breaths. Learning to make fire with real flint and steel is useful and fun, and provides scouts with a dose of self-confidence, a sense of accomplishment, and an expanded historical perspective.